Welcome to the IBM Software as a Service demonstration series. In this series, we will demonstrate a set of architectural patterns exploiting features in IBM Middleware to build software as a service solutions. In this series, there are 7 demonstrations using the banking application that can show how IBM Middleware and configuration techniques can be used to solve key technical challenges for Sas developers. The primary issue faced by customers who want to implement a software as a service solution is how to construct their multi-tenant environment. This demo will show how multi-tenancy can be implemented using the virtual portal feature of Websphere Portal Server. In this demo, we will address 3 technical challenges. 1. How can you support multiple tenants on a single instance of an application server? 2. How can you support multiple roles for each tenant in the single instance multi-tenant application? And 3. How can you provision a new tenant on the single instance of the application server? In order to demonstrate how to address the multi-tenancy technical challenge, we have constructed a fictitious multi-tenant banking application. This banking application provides different virtual portals for different banks on a single instance of Websphere Portal Server. Each virtual portal is configured with its own look and feel elements to provide unique branding for each bank, which is a critical requirement of a multi-tenant application. Each virtual portal supports isolation of user populations for each tenant bank through a multi-tenant LDAP tree structure in a single instance of Tivoli directory server. This demo is organized by 3 major roles: that of the provider, which is the organization that actually provides the banking services; that of the subscriber, which is the bank that subscribes to the banking services; and the end user. End users can be divided into categories: the actual users that are bank employees and those that are individual customers of the bank. In this demo, we will show how each tenant bank supports a set of banking scenarios targeted towards common banking roles as illustrated in this chart. As we mentioned before, the provider is the organization that is actually providing the banking services. Let's go to the Provider Administrator page and see some of the functions that the Provider Administrator can perform. As we see here, the Provider Administrator can onboard banks, manage bank administrators, and view events such as meeting events that could be used for further administrative functions. Let's go ahead and onboard a new bank. There are a number of steps that have to occur for the onboarding of a bank, such as the provisioning of the bank and the creation of the bank administrator. Let's go ahead and look at the administrators for a given bank. The provider administrator onboards the initial master bank administrator, who would also have the authority to onboard other administrators. As we can see here, the provider administrator can also view metering events and look at their details, such as here. Let's go ahead and look at some of the functions for the subscriber administrator. We will first log in to Bank 1 as a Bank 1 administrator. Here on the administrators page, we see some of the things that the administrator can do. The administrator can manage bank customers, their accounts, the interest rates, and some of the teller operations. Now let's view all the customers for Bank 1. Here are those customers. Let's look at the product interest rates that are available. Here we can see the bank administrator's ability to update the interest rates on the products that customers can apply for. We will now log out as the bank administrator. The third role in our banking application is that of the end user. Let us view what functions an individual customer can perform. Customers can look at their loan requests, they can look at their account balances, and they can view the transactions against a certain account. Let's take this account here and view the transactions against it. Here we can see the debits and credits that have been performed against a checking account. A customer can also apply for a loan. In this example, there are 2 different loan products available to them. They can apply and later on see if the loan was approved or rejected. Branding is another important feature of multi-tenancy. Shown here is Bank 1. Take a look at the portal page. There is a banner with the bank name, unique colors and styles called themes and skins, and 4 portlets. Now let's go to Bank 2's portal. We notice the individual branding for Bank 2 is very different from Bank 1. We also notice that the view in regards to the portlet is different. The number of portlets on the page, the different portlets, all this can be configured by the bank administrator. Let's go into the Provider's Administration portal to see how this is achieved. Here we see some of the features that we've used in order to support multi-tenancy. One of them is virtual portals. As we see here, Portal allows you to set a theme for a virtual portal. Portlets then pick up different attributes from this theme in order to produce their own brand. The key to multi-tenancy is that every individual portlet is assigned properties. We can see these properties in the Configure view. Here is a bank ID, here is a bank name, and a number of other properties that are filled in. Let's take a look at Bank 2's portlets. In this Properties view, we can see that the bank ID and bank name, along with some other properties, are configured uniquely for Bank 2. In conclusion, you've seen how the virtual portal capability of Websphere Portal Server enables multi-tenancy in a SaaS environment. There are other design patterns that are important in order to support multi-tenancy. These patterns address configurability at the user interface layer, the data tier, and the security realm. These topics will be covered in the other demos in this series. Please take the time to read the DeveloperWorks article on this topic by clicking on the link here. IBM has innovative resources and programs to help you manage change and become relevant in the software as a service market. Whether you're an ISV, system integrator, or reseller, we can provide education, support, and benefits to help you grow revenue and differentiate yourself. The first step will be to join the Sas community. You will automatically be kept aware of new SaaS technical benefits and workshops and get the enablement help that you need to transform your application for delivery in the IBM Software as a Service model. Then, as a member of the IBM Sas community, you can register at the Virtual Innovation Center, VIC, where you will get personalized access to product support and education to help build your software as a service knowledge and skills. As an advanced level member of Partner World, you have the opportunity to gain access to additional marketing and sales support by qualifying for the Software as a Service specialty. For more information, visit our main site at www.ibm.com/partnerworld/SaaS.